And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 36, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylan Granson there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Throwing is Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Carson. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Wilson. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Bobby Okereke able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Play action. Now Wentz. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. He's still fighting forward. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the handoff, Taylor. Room here to run. Escapes the defender, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 46 yards for Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That completes it again to Metcalf. 7 yards the pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the delay, here's Carson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Oftentimes we'll praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
from back at the 4. Here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This an easy one, 23-yarder. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 17-14.
Colts 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that, nearly picked off. But it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz will give to Taylor on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pascal able to haul that one in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 21-17, a minute 11 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close win like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.